I'm looking for a little bit of help. That yellow wire, that pair of yellow wires pulled out of the crimped end, and I repaired it. They weren't in there very well. I think you can see the, first off, that's too big for the terminal post. Second, I don't know if you can see, but it's crimped very poorly. Even the yellow jacket is slid down. So the wires weren't even really crimped. And they easily just pulled right out. So I'm glad I caught it here in the shop. We're going on a trip here in a couple of days, but I'm not sure what that was for. If anybody can tell me, that would be great. There's 2 black wires, actually 4 black wires that go over to this terminal. The other wire I fixed, it didn't pull out, but this wire was badly corroded. You can see the terminal end was just in bad shape, and the wires are badly corroded. Even when I stripped it away, there was corrosion up under the yellow jacket I need to clean. So anyway, I've cleaned all of these battery terminals using, you can use baking soda and water, but I got some battery cleaner, which works good, and then some battery terminal protector that also worked very good. Well, I tackled the generator bay this weekend. The previous battery at one point had corroded badly. They had tried to replace it with a battery box, and it was all broken up, so I got a new battery box. Originally there were just angle pieces that held the battery in and a strap that held it down, but I decided to go ahead and take those out and screw this battery box down to the floor real well and use a battery box. The terminals were really badly corroded. I had to replace and recrimp those terminals. Luckily I have the tooling to do that. Same with the 2 positive terminals in the back. So I feel much better about the generator battery now. The generator is only about 1,200 hours on it. It looks really almost like new, which is great. It runs really well. Of course, it's PowerTech. The other project I tackled was the auxiliary air compressor. Bought a new one from Granger. The old one wasn't pumping air any longer. I think I have some auxiliary air leaks I need to work on. The auxiliary air bleeds down after about 24 hours, so I need to start chasing air leaks, which I will do. So but the battery box is in good shape. Cover goes back on and strap goes over the top. I'll put that together here in a minute. The other thing I've done this weekend trying to get ready for my trip is I take comfort in having tools with me. I guess it's just my nature to be able to try to at least fix things myself when I can. So what used to be the entertainment bay on this coach is now my tool bay. I don't know how often I would need an outside television. I was thinking if I did, I would just carry a TV in the bay and just set it on a little stand out front here, watch it, plug it in, and then put it away when I don't need it. It'd be interesting to see from all the other fellow Prevost owners how often they use their outside TV. We don't do a lot of tailgating at ball games or anything of that nature, so it might be handy some, but I'll still have one. I'll probably store it in this bay against the wall and just set it out here when I want to use it, because I really wanted to have a nice place to put all the tools. Got the air hose, Harbor Freight air compressor, a good selection of sockets. Of course, you got to have an electrical multimeter, and then you know, wrenches and more wrenches, pliers, and then other tools and screwdrivers. So I think we're outfitted pretty well. If we have any issues, I do have an impact wrench in there as well, and a long breaker bar and the socket for the for the tire. So I feel pretty good. Got what I need. I'm sure if I have a major problem, I'll be calling the guy, whoever that is, depending on where I am. But a very good weekend, and on Tuesday we're going to head out to Pigeon Forge. But if somebody on the group, to circle back where we started, if somebody on the group could help me understand what those back two yellow wires are for, and I'd also be interested to see what that other single wire is for as well. That's what it shows on the cable. But the back two are the ones that we're going to pull out, and hopefully I averted a crisis.